Hello, Taurus, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a lovely day out there. This will be your weekly reading for the week of February 23rd through March 1st. And during that time, most of the time we'll have a waning crescent, which is a really good time for surrender, rest, and healing. So just keep that in mind as you're moving through the week. We will then, on the 28th, move into new moon energy. And that's a really good time for a fresh start, new beginnings, maybe start new work or learn something new, make decisions. After all that resting up, you kind of, just get that new little energy going again for new things. All right, this will be an intuitive general reading for energies that you may or may not encounter this week. So, of course, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else. All right, Taurus, your overall message for this reading: balance spirituality and practicality. All right, never bad advice there. Let's see what you guys have going on. All right, as I'm shuffling the tarot, I would like to remind you to take time to meditate this week. Go within, still yourself, quiet your mind, and just explore. If you already do this, you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, if it's not something that you practice, it would be a good week to try that. And, even if it's just a little bit of time every day, just a few minutes, and try to start increasing that time, but just a good time to quiet the mind and go within. All right, good time for my cards to want to shuffle here for me. All right. All right, Taurus, February 23rd through March 1st. Balance spirituality and practicality. All right. Here we go. Taurus, your overall energy for this week. Okay, so it looks like you've got a little bit of anxiety, some sleepless nights. This could be some sort of fear or obsessive thinking. This is just something that's really on your mind. Just all these swords, all these kind of, thoughts really racing and keeping you from relaxing at night. So let's keep going here and see, what you might have going on. Again, I'll go back to your overall message card is that you need to balance your spirituality and practicality. So you may want to, pray through this. And again, maybe meditate, find some relaxation techniques before you go to bed so that you can actually sleep. Sometimes it helps if you've got things on your mind to kind of write them down before you sleep. Just get things, literally off your chest so that you can get some relaxation and get some rest in so that you can tackle these things that are on your mind and tomorrow, right? Okay, current situation. So feeling a little bit dissatisfied, obviously, stressed out, dissatisfied. It looks like you guys are really kind of going through it this week. Yeah, you're going to have to learn how to kind of manage that, let your spiritual practice or your spiritual, ways of thinking and ways of doing things, kind of really try to work those out into your practical life this week so that you can get rid of some of these things. You don't want to, what is it that you're feeling dissatisfied about? And what is it that you're anxious about? And, are there ways that you can, kind of work through so they're not stressing you and affecting you so much, right? At the root of your situation, okay, is feeling a little bit satisfied. Okay. I don't know. We'll keep going. That's not making a whole lot of sense to me just now in that position, but as other cards come out, it may. This can kind of be the card of indulgence. Did you maybe overindulge a little bit? Could be. In your recent past is the Ace of Wands. So You've had some big new passion, some big new thing come into your life, and it's something that you really love. And maybe you're feeling all of this about it. You're feeling very satisfied and it was a little indulgent, but you're also anxious about it and a little bit dissatisfied on some level as well. So, and you can, sometimes we do go in and out with feeling one thing 1 minute and another thing the next minute. So it's okay. I just get the feeling that you really do just need to breathe and relax. It's all going to be okay. What is on your mind this week is the Knight of Pentacles. So, this could be something in the financial realm. maybe you have made some recent financial decisions or something, and it's just kind of maybe new to you and stressing you out a little bit. So again, you need to relax. Just take a breath. Good time to meditate. What is in front of you this week is the sun. So you're going to be happy. You're going to get through this. You're moving through this happiness. And again, if you've got the swirling of these just different emotions, and, you're up, you're down, and, it's kind of completely normal. So, find practices again to, maybe write things out. What is stressing you out? Just write them all down. And sometimes when you logically take a look at something, especially if your emotions are kind of up and down, when you take a look at it logically, you think, well, that's silly. Why am I stressing about this one little thing? Or you might be able to write a few things down, and a couple of those can just fall away when you kind of look at it logically, when you put pen to paper. In your advice position is the World card. So, your advice is that things are ever changing. Things are ever changing. Nothing is super set in stone. Life is constantly moving. You're in one phase this week, you're in another phase next week. And then next month is totally, it's always changing. So, you need to think about that in the practical way that, and just kind of enjoy the moment, enjoy what you're doing right now, because you never get that back, right? So, because it's ever changing, the things that you're enjoying and maybe even stressing about right now, next week, you're probably not going to. It's just going to be a whole new, different ball game. So, this to me really just says relax and enjoy the world, and try to work more towards being happy, and whatever steps you need to take to do that. What's beyond your control this week is the Death card. So, beyond your control is either actual death, or this could be just letting go of something. And it could be letting go of this anxiety, letting go of this dissatisfaction. Find a way to let that go, to not maybe be so hard on yourself, or, so hard on something that's around you that's kind of giving you those swirly, sleepless nights with all those thoughts and everything. So again, find a method to deal with that. And if that means writing things down, so that you can look at them more logically, or working things out. But the Death card here, to me, is it is beyond your control to not be this way, to kind of let that go and find a new way of being. Secret desire, or what you're trying to avoid, is some heartache. So, of course, I hope you're trying to avoid that. And this is more swords, this card has a heart on it, but it's really about thoughts, right? This could be, you're just hurting yourself by having all of those thoughts. So, and of course you're trying to avoid that. So again, try to find those practical ways to avoid feeling that. In your outcome position is one final push, and then you're there. And I almost feel like, kind of that I think you are going to get through this. I think you're stressing out, and I don't think it's completely founded. It's almost like you're stressing out about things that are just normal things that humans go through, and you're just going to have to learn how to manage it, right? What is hidden from you this week is a Tower. So yeah, nothing's going to be a disruption for you this week. Nothing's going to be going crazy. You might be thinking that that's going to be the way of it, but it seems like that is it's not even on the radar for you this week. You're just going to learn how to manage this. And again, with this Death card, if you can let go of this way of being, I assure you next week and next month are going to be much easier for you. All right, Taurus, final words here from the Soul Oracle deck. We have some final words here for Taurus as they struggle with this anxiety. Speak up. Yeah, I didn't really see anybody here for you to talk to, but that might be something you need to do. I'm going to get one more card because I'm not even seeing who you might speak to. But, friends, family, reach out to somebody if you're and express what you're feeling, that, hey, I'm stressing about this thing, and let them help guide you through it, and help kind of hold your hand and find a new way of being, right? Okay, another Soul Oracle is begin to explore. And maybe this does mean to begin to explore your spirituality a little bit more. Again, because of the waning crescent, it's a really, really good time just for rest and meditation. And this reading feels very energetic and very kinetic. It's not very rest and meditation-like. So maybe it is good advice for you to just try that a little bit this week. Just close your eyes, go within, and just breathe. It's all going to be okay. You know, I feel like some of this is just a little bit of self-created, it's like self-created anxiety. I don't see anything specific here that's bringing it on. It could be any number of things, but you're just kind of making it worse. So what you need to do, calm down, get your thoughts straightened out. Again, if you want to put pen to paper, you know, just make a list, be very practical, very methodical about the things that are worrying you. Just write it all down. And sometimes when you're going to go back and look at that and think, well, that's not anything I have any control over. Can't do anything there. It is what it is. Some things you may have control over, and you can make that change. So, Taurus, I wish you the best of luck with this week. I can kind of feel that kinetic energy as I'm doing this reading for you. And I just want to take a big deep breath out. So I do appreciate your time here with me today. If you're comfortable leaving a comment, let me know what you're going through. What are you stressing about this week? You know, what's going on in your life that's just causing this anxiety for you? So, you know, getting that kind of feedback helps me help you. So if you're comfortable doing that, of course, please do that. I do post weekly readings, so come back next week. We'll see if this energy continues or if maybe there's been a big change for you, just some new energy here for you next week. Also, if you enjoy my reading style, please like and subscribe. It really does help my new YouTube channel, and I really appreciate that. So again, Taurus, thanks so much for being here with me, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.